talking about prosumers that are turning into the professional manufacturers. So do you see that it's happening a lot now? People built out of their garage, build a company, build a machine shop, build a 3D printing company.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a mix. What is very interesting in terms of people going into production of end use products. Printers have gotten so cheap. The barrier is like lower than ever to getting started and trying something. And so in that sense, I think one thing I always say is like, well, what's the value of a 3D printer, right? It's like the value of the thing it can output, right? And so
Mhm.
if the same printer
Hmm.
can, with a different resin in it, can now all of a sudden print something. I mean, we have some cases in something like printed tooling, like additive tooling. There's a $400 printer you can get on Amazon, print a mold that would cost you like
Yep.
$1,200 or something
Yep.
from a CNC shop, running DigiFabster, of course.
Mhm.
But like, so what the ROI is like, one day or like one
Yep.
print you like make back. So I think there's something very interesting there where, like specifically, and again, without like breaking any confidentiality of our partners and customers, there are more than a few folks that I know that are actually taking, instead of buying $100,000 printer that's branded for production,
Mhm.
whatever, they literally are buying a $400 printer or maybe $1,000 resin printer, and they can buy lots of them and run them in parallel. And this part's kind of sad because it's very wasteful, but it's literally cheaper for them to run that thing until it breaks and throw it out
Yep.
and get a new one. And by the time it breaks, the new one will be, a little bit better, higher resolution, all this stuff. And so then you can literally, like, there's no capex to amortize on your factory, right? So like our joke with the Core Zero is like, if you have a freezer, a microwave, and a resin printer, you have a factory. You're just missing Core Zero. That's like the sales pitch.
Sure.
But I think that there are more and more people that are kind of realizing that if they, like if they can figure out the design for additive and they can find the right material, that actually the advantage of 3D printing is that the capex cost or the capital equipment up front can be really, really extremely low, right? And
Yep.
so, and again, to the point where like you can get it with 1 day shipping on Amazon and potentially have a ROI in 1 day or a week or something crazy like that. So that is, I think, a really interesting evolution and a big inflection point for the whole industry.